Oh hello, welcome to another Table Swimbles video. And today we got some Kill Team shower thoughts. We're really just going to think about whether or not we expect any Kill Team stuff to come at the Warhammer Day preview on Saturday the 8th of October, 2 PM BST. Now, this particular preview, if you've read the article, is celebrating 35 years of Warhammer 40,000. And it has said it's all Warhammer 40,000 stuff. But last time I checked, Kill Team is part of Warhammer 40,000. So let's just have a think about this. Some of you may already be furiously typing in the comments that it is too soon for more previews, and how dare I demand more previews from Warhammer community when Into the Dark has only just come out. And indeed, I understand feeling that Into the Dark has barely come out. I certainly haven't played any games of Into the Dark, although there is a reason for that. The reason for that is over here. Okay? That's the same reason we haven't had any videos for like a week and a half. But she's sleeping, and so here we go. Here's a video. So I've barely played, right? I haven't even fish packed the terrain. And there's a lot of people, even ones that haven't just had a new baby, in the same boat, because, you know, life throws things at you. You've got to go to work, you've got to do whatever it is. But consider, at the end of January, at the Las Vegas Open, Games Workshop showed off a single Dark Eldar? Well, Eldar Corsair, right? They showed off a single Corsair. They said, this is coming for Kill Team in the future, you know, and fired the starting gun on a huge pile of speculation and thought and consideration about what was coming and that didn't then come out until mid-March, that box, Knackman. So we could be in for an early preview in Warhammer Day, letting us know what one of the two teams is going to be in the box for a December release. And we are expecting the release to come out in, you know, according to the roadmap, October, November, December. Probably going to be in December, probably just before Christmas. They like to bring out some big boxes early on in December so people can have them for Christmas, don't they? So I expect that is the most likely scenario. What will it be? What will it be? What will it be? So I have previously talked about Beastmen versus Inquisition, right? Now, I'm not going to recap my entire previous video here on that, but Beastmen comes to me from a trusted source, alright? It comes to me from somebody who accurately predicted Kroot versus Imperial Navy when that sounded absolutely ridiculously mad, okay? So I have a lot of faith in that. The Inquisition thing is a bit more tenuous. It's based on the idea of the rumour engine showing a sort of pike thing, which is then part of what was on the old Inquisition Sergeant Stone model, who worked with other Inquisitors, and there's a couple of leaps of logic there. Now, I'm aware, I'm going to get comments anyway, right? I'm aware that Chapter Master Valrak has reiterated again in a video that it's going to be Necrons versus Kazakin. Right, it might be Necrons versus Kazakin, right? The thing with Valrak is he's got very accurate rumours about 40k, right? But he's been wrong about Kill Team before, so I don't necessarily think he's going to be right about Kill Team this time. It might be true, right? But I remember when everybody in the world, including Chapter Master Valrak, was saying, oh yeah, we're going to get a Lictors versus Catachan Kill Team box. Do you remember that? I remember reading all the comments on every speculation video I did going, oh yeah, Lictors versus Catachans, Lictors versus Catachans, it's coming, Lictors versus Catachans. Where are me Lictors and where are me Catachans? They were never in the plan, guys. They were just one of these rumours that people would say it over and over, and then somebody with a platform like Valrak would go, oh, you know, I've read that it's going to be this. Well, he's not lying to you. He's not wrong, he has read it, because other people have been saying it. And then they see him say it, and then they say it more, and it grows and grows and grows, and you get these... It's like the thing where somebody can make a rubbish website, right, with a lie on it, and then they make a Wikipedia page citing their website, and then somebody else comes around and reads the Wikipedia page and writes an article in a local newspaper. Then the original website can go offline, but because it's out there, people can then repeat the lie over and over again, citing this local newspaper or this Wikipedia page or whatever it is, and more people have just repeated this verbatim, and then you can all cite each other. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Warhammer rumours. Stuff sometimes just grows out of nowhere, like a figment. So I don't think it's necessarily going to be... I mean, I'll be eating my hat right now when I actually would rather it was Necrons. Personally, in terms of stuff that I'm excited for and want to buy, people get this about me all the time as well. I'm not saying it's going to be Beastmen because I really want Beastmen. I actually think Beastmen might be a bit rubbish. They might be good, okay, but I think if there will be Beastmen, and I think it will look like these Blackstone Fortress fellows, and I don't think they're that great. I think actually a Beastman team might be really boring. I don't say, oh, I think it's going to be Beastman because I'm really excited for Beastman. I say it because that's what I think it's going to be based on what I've been told. Okay? I don't think it's going to be... Now, I might split the difference because the Inquisition thing was a bit ropey and we have already seen the Kazakin. So maybe it's going to be Beastman versus Kazakin. That would be a good box. That would make sense aesthetically. You know, Imperium versus Chaos. Very traditional. Internally, I reckon the balance will be really good. They'll both be 10-man teams, you know. And Kill Team, the devs or someone cares a lot more than we do about the internal balance and the play experience for each individual box, right? Now, I hope it's Necrons, because Necrons would be cool, especially if they lean into the kind of undead metal skeleton man thing, right? But I really think we're going to get Beastmen. Hopefully Beastman versus Inquisition. I know a lot of people would love that, but I think it's going to be Beastman versus Kazakin, and this would be the thing, right? If they really, really hate us, and they want to punish us for the 40k leaks, because Kill Team doesn't leak, right? The biggest Kill Team leak that we've got is this. Because 40k leaks like a sieve. And so we've got this leak because it came in a big pile of 40k leaks from the Guard Codex. Okay? And if they really want to punish us, there'll be a real hype preview and they'll confirm that Kazakin are coming in the next Kill Team box and they'll show us this bloody picture. And they'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, guys, we already knew that. So hopefully they'll sort of show us a single Beastman instead, right? And then at least people will be like, oh, yeah. And I'll get unjustified credit, because to be fair, I am just repeating what a fella on my Discord has told me. I believe him when a lot of people don't, but I will get a lot of unjustified credit when it turns out to be Beastman. But Beastman. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see a single Beastman. Maybe we'll see a single Necron. Maybe we'll see a single Harud, or a Space Skaven, or a Panfo. Who knows, right? But I think it's going to be Beastman. Final thoughts. So a shorter video today, for sure. I'm kind of getting back into it, obviously. Little Penelope over there in her pram was born 6 days ago. And, oh my gosh, like, I have a newfound appreciation for all the things that my wife did around the house, because now I have to do them. So I'm on leave from work, but I'm a teacher, and so I have still to set work and write stuff for them to do, so I'm kind of half on leave. But I don't want the channel to die. Like, I really don't want the channel to die. There is more to come. I have been teasing and saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do a faction rundown on the crew. The trouble is, a faction rundown requires me to actually read and think and consider and form an opinion, whereas this is a low-effort video based on a war compost, which is like the bread and butter of YouTube commentariat is, oh, Warcom said something. Let's offer an opinion about what Warcom has said. I can bash that out in 10 minutes. That's fine. But I want to do some crews. I want to finish painting my Into the Dark Terrain, talk about painting that. I want to finish painting my Euclidean Star Striders and do a rundown on that. I'm like halfway. She's been on my desk for ages. Halfway to finishing the assassin. I mean, I know you can't see her there, but she's there, I promise you. And then I've just got the trader, the medic, and the engineer to finish. But I've not had the... I find I have to be really awake to paint. And I've not been really awake for quite a while. Because the infant likes to need feeding in the middle of the night, which is fine. That's what infants do. Star Wars stuff is possible, so I did order myself some Star Wars Legion stuff, so Major Tom can be happy. And there's going to be a whole video about this. I hadn't realised, and the reason I consented to get into Star Wars is because it's hard plastic. At least a lot of it is hard plastic. It's not terrible resin. So I wanted to do a video about what the miniatures are like from a Warhammer player's perspective. Yeah, so that's gonna come in the fullness of time. Just quickly, I've put on the screen the Warhammer Day miniature. This isn't a 40k channel, it never will be, but it's a really cool model. I'm gonna buy one. It's gonna go on the shelf, along with you know, things like things you would buy because they're really cool. You know, the Warhammer Plus Assassin, really cool. The Black Library Vampire, really cool. You know, the limited edition things that you definitely love and you buy and you put them on the shelf, and at some point you leave and build and paint them. Somewhere I've got the Store Anniversary Inquisitor. He's in the same kind of category. But I do have a Primaris Black Templar Force for 40k. I've not painted any of them, but I definitely want this miniature. So I'll be buying that so I don't miss out on it. Because I like to buy stuff. If you've got your own theory about what's going to be, if you just want to tell me in the comments because you haven't watched the video properly and you want to go, Chapter Master Valrak says it's going to be Necrons versus Kazakin, then please do go and write that. It's all engagement. But if you have any original thoughts or ideas from other sources, then please do let me know those as well. That's really interesting to me. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, would be really cool if you did. I'm pleased to see the subscriptions, even while I've not been posting for like a week and a half. The subscriptions have still been ticking up, I guess because a lot of the content on the channel is somewhat evergreen, so it's somewhat relevant from week after week after week, because it's like a team rundown or a model review. I mean, obviously I'm now rubbishing that because I'm producing some ephemeral, vapid, pointless Warcom said a thing and here's what I think about it type content, but you know, you can't have all foxes or all rabbits. Right, good. Have a great day, whatever you're doing on this Sunday afternoon, and I will see you again next time. Cheery, cheery, bye.